with this IP address we are going to write subnet. Okay, or same way number and then subnet. So when we write say 192.160.0.0, either we write 24 or 255.255.255.0. So either 24 or this. Okay, what is actually this? 24 means this is actually 8 bit, that is 8880. What is the meaning of this 8? 8 bit is 1, that is 8 bit is on. Here 8 bit is off. Total 32 bit. Okay, and this is known as IPv4. So this 8 bit is on, this 8 bit is off. And complete 8 bit equivalent value is 255. In last class, that is when I discussed this IP, that time I discussed this. If I convert this 8 ones to decimal number, it is actually 128 plus 64 plus 32 plus 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. If I sum it, this 128 plus 64, it is actually 192. 192 plus 32, that is 224. 224 plus 16, 240, 248, 252, 254, 255. Okay, this is equivalent 8 bit value. So right now, if first octet after this maybe different number is there. First octet, that is first position, 0 to binary 1. This binary 1, what is the value of this? This binary 1 value is 128. This binary value that is double 1. 128 plus 64, that is 192. This triple 1, that is 224. This is 4 ones, 240. So, and this is actually 0. So 0 to 1, 0 to this range, that is before 128, this portion known as class A. From 128, it is known as class B. From 192, it is known as class C. This is class D. A, B, C, D, and this is E. Okay. So this is the classification of different classes. So in class A, value is basically this value is in first octet only. Okay, 0 is not acceptable, so it is going to start first octet 1, 1 to 126. Because 127, it is known as loopback. Okay. From 128 to 192, 1. Okay. Up to this is class B, because class C is going to start from 192. So, just before 191 up to this it is class B. Class C is starting from 192 to 223, because 2 to 4, that is the starting point of class D. 2 to 4 to 239, and next as usual. So, our main target is class A, B and C. So, this is the range in first octet. If it is 190 to 223, if I mention one IP is 220.1.2.3, so it should be of which class? It should be a class C, because range is 192 to 223. So, 220, it is within this range. If I mention one IP address, starting point is 130 dot something, so it should be in class B, because class B is 128 to 191. If I mention it is 190 dot something, it is also class B, because class B is up to 191. Okay. So, this is your class A 1 2, this is class B and this is class C, the first octet range. Now, within this class A 10.000/8, class A subnet max is 8. That means only this is network and this portion is host. Okay. So, this is host portion and this is network portion. In class B 172.16.0.0/16, 16 means first two, this is network, and last two, this is host. 192.168.0.0/24, this time 24 means first three, up to this is network, and only this last one is hosts. Now, this is from class A, this is from class B and this from class C. This is known as public address. That means anybody can use this IP. In your place also, if you are using Wi-Fi, check it. Maybe you are receiving 172.16 0 dot or 1 dot or 10 dot or 192.168 0 dot 1 dot anything else, not other than this. So, this IP, this is from class A, this is from class B and this is from class C. This is actually public IP address and you can use, anybody can use this IP, okay, in their office, in their lab, in any cafe, anywhere. But other than this, that is 10 dot, other than this 10 dot range, so many IPs are there, that is 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot, up to 126 dot. In between only 10 dot, this is public. Other than this, the rest, these are all private. That means, if you want to use any IP from this range, you have to purchase it from VSNL. VSNL is going to purchase from IEEE. Okay. So, in class A, your subnet is 8 or just 255.0.0.0. That means only one is network and rest is host. In class B, either 16 or 255.255.0.0. That means first two, it is in network and last two, it is in host. And 192.168.0.0/24. 24 means this 3. This portion is network and this portion for host. Other than this 10.172.192, the rest IP, these are all known as private IP.
So only three IPs are only public IPs, or like
Not three IP. These are range.
okay.
Okay, this
In
192.
case 11, in case 10 dot 10 dot instead of 10, 11 dot something,
Yeah,
0 1 2
that is
3.
private. If it is 11 dot, 12 dot, 13 dot, these are all private. Okay.
And what is the difference between machine IP and like network IP, sir?
No, this is network IP. I am going to discuss this portion right now. So this 192.168.0.0, it is actually one network. That is, it is represents number of IPs. Basically, within this network, 192.168.0.1, this is the first IP address. Okay, and
Right, sir.
within this place, in this place, 1, 2, then 3, then 4, 5, up to 254. That is the last. So 0.1 to 192.168.0.254. This is the last IP. So this is your IP range. 1 from 0.1 to 0.254. That means total IP address is 254. Now, what
Okay.
is 0.0? 0.0 is known as network, and 0.1 first IP, 0.254 last IP. After this also one more is there, 192.168.0.255. This is known as broadcast
Broad.
IP. Okay. First one is network, last one is broadcast, and in between this portion is your valid IP. This is for class C. In class B also same calculation. Now, one question.
Why we use that broadcast? Do we use any broadcast ID, sir?
1 minute. Actually, Shantosh called me. Just a minute. हेलो. वो आपने जब फोन किया था तब बाइक में था, वो सुना ही नहीं दिया, इसलिए मैंने घर आके फोन किया था आपको. अच्छा अच्छा. हाँ, माई एसक्यूएल आपको दिया था ना, माई एसक्यूएल का डिटेल्स. अभी तो क्लास चल रहा है वो तीनों का. हाँ हाँ हाँ, आप मुझे एक काम कीजिए. आप एक काम कीजिए, 12 साढ़े 12 के बाद फोन दीजिए तो मैं पहुंच जाऊंगा. हाँ ठीक है. हाँ, बेस्ट ऑप्शन संडे बोल दीजिए ना. संडे अगर आप आए, संडे तो छुट्टी है. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. हाँ हाँ ठीक है. ये पहले सुन लीजिए, एसक्यूएल या माई एसक्यूएल. एसक्यूएल के, हाँ वो ठीक से सुनना पड़ेगा. एमएस एसक्यूएल या माई एसक्यूएल या एसक्यूएल. नहीं एसक्यूएल. एसक्यूएल कौन सा एसक्यूएल, वो उसको बताना पड़ेगा. देखिए, ओरेकल में भी एसक्यूएल है, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में भी एसक्यूएल है, सभी में एसक्यूएल है. माई एसक्यूएल करता हूँ, ओरेकल करता हूँ, एमएस एसक्यूएल नहीं करता हूँ. एक है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वाला एमएस एसक्यूएल, वो नहीं करता हूँ. अभी वही ठीक करना है कि कौन सा बता रहा है वो. ठीक है, मैं आपको कॉल करता हूँ. बेटर उसी टाइम आप लगा दीजिए. राइट. ओके बाय. Yes, you ask something. Hello?
So
Yeah,
when we
you
use
are
that
asking something.
broadcast ID,
Uh-huh.
do we use that broadcast IP?
Broadcast IP.
Uh,
Okay, actually in Linux or anywhere, when you type any command, okay, some code is there. When you execute one command, actually that code is going to execute. So everything depends on code. When you type this IP address in Windows machine, right, it will going to accept it. If you type 192.168.0.0 in your Windows machine also, okay, and subnet mask is 255.255.255, instant it will show it is not a valid IP, because that code is not going to match with it. So that code is not going to manage this first one and not going to manage this last one, that is 8.1 is on. So this IP address known as broadcast. Okay, and other than this, these are known as unicast IP. That is one-to-one communication is possible. But if you use this IP, one-to-one communication is not possible. Okay. In any Windows machine, if you try to set this IP, automatically an instant it will show some, it will start one pop-up and show you the informations or warning. Okay.
Actually, when we for what sake it is there, sir? Like, what actually does
Which one?
this broadcast IP?
No. It is not going to done anything. Actually, some code is there. That code is going to accept this IP address. But when they write this code, this IEEE, Cisco and others, okay, that code is not going to accept this 8.1 when 8.1 is on. When 8.1 is on, that means equivalent value is 255. That code cannot manage this when 8.1 is on. So they use one terminology. Okay, we are not going to use this IP. This is known as broadcast IP. So if this IP is there, code not going to manage it properly. So this packet is going to broadcast, means packet is going to move to each and every machines, and unnecessary your network is going to jam. Okay, this concept is broadcast. Actually, code not going to manage it. Say 0.0, it's a network IP. What's the meaning of this network IP? Nothing. That code is not going to manage it. So this is represents network, this is represent broadcast, and these are unicast IP address. Now one more question. This is /24 by default, or you may write here /24 or 255.255.255.0. Okay, both are same. That is the subnet mask. Question is, if I write here other than 24, if it is 27, what happen? That means in lieu of 24, if I write 27, what actually meaning? Meaning is, previously it is 24, that is 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit. This 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit, these are treated as a network. And one more 8 bit is there. This 0 means this 8 bit, this first octet related 8 bit, it is network. This portion is network, right? And this portion is host. We are mentioning using this 24. Now, if I type at 27, what is the meaning? This 8 bit, it is actually 3 plus 5. 24 plus 3 is 27. That means this portion is going to use as a network, and this portion is going to use as a host. Okay. What is the meaning of this? So when I write this 192.168.0.0/27, this is actually known as CIDR, classless interdomain routing, because if it is 24, it is in class C. Now if it is 27, it is not class C, it is not class D, so it is classless. Okay. Now if this 3 bit is going to add to network side from host side, what happen? So before adding this 3 bit, what is the information? I am going to write here net bit equal to 24 and host bit equal to 8. When it is 24, this is default, net bit is 24 and host bit is 8. Now, after cutting this 3 bit from host and adding to network side, that is when it is 27, what happened? Subnet bit equal to 3 and host bit equal to 5. Okay, this 3 as a subnet, this 5 as a host bit. Now, number of
I guess subnet will be 2, sir. I think 27. 3 plus 5 goes to 28. I mean, it will be 28, right?
no 5 plus 3
8.
8. Each and every octet should be 8 bit. Okay, should be 8 bit. 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit. This from this 8 bit, 3 bit to network and 5 bit to host. So 3 bit network means previously it is 24, now it is 27. So that subnet bit is 3 and host bit is 5, this 5. Now number of subnet equal to 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3 minus 1 equal to 7. That is total subnet is possible 7 and host equal to, that is number of host, same thing, 2 to the power this 5. So 2 to the power 5 minus 2 equal to 32 to 30. What is the meaning of this line? Previously, say you have one room, insert, say previously we have one room, okay, and within this room 254 IP is possible, that is 192.168.0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 254. Now, requirement is different 7 room. This room is going to divide different 7 rooms. Say this is one room, control C, so how many rooms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these 7 rooms, 7 different room, that is 7 different subnet. Previously it is only one network, flat. Now 7 different subnets are there, and each subnet, that is each room, 30 machine is possible. Okay, this is the meaning of this. Now subnet bit 3, that means I show you first bit is 128, second bit value 64, then 32, then 16, then 8, 4, 2, 1. This is the value of 1 by 1, that bit from left to right. So 3-bit equivalent value is summation of these 3, that is 224. 3-bit value is 224. Actually, our requirement is magic number, or sometimes it is known as block value. So magic number equal to 256 minus this 224 equal to, what is the value? 32. So 32 is my magic number, and 7 subnet is possible. So now I am going to write this subnets. So in this subnet 192.168.0.0/27. Next one is 192.168.0.32/27. 192.168.0.64/27. Why I am going to write 0, 32, 64? Because our magic number is 32. So it is a multiple of 32. And why I am writing in fourth option? Because when I cut this value, this 3, it is actually from fourth options. So 1 by 1, if I going to write it after 64, what should be the value and what should be the last value? Last value should be 224. Check it. 192.168.0.64 plus 32, that is 96/27. 192.168.0.96 plus 32. 96 plus 32, 128/27. 192.168.0.128 plus 32, 160/27. 192.168.0.160 plus 32, 192/27. 192.168.0.192 plus 32, 224/27. So this is my total network, subnetwork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When I search it, 2 to the power 3, that is 8. Now minus 1. Which one? Minus 1, always the last one. We cannot accept this one because this is my last limit. So this is not going to accept. So rest is 7 network, that is 7 subnet. So 7 subnet is fulfilled. Now we have to check host 30. So within this subnet, that is, this is one network, this is another network. So before this network, how many IP is possible? 30 IP. Check it here. If I calculate, that's 192.168.0.0, it is known as network. Now next one is 192.168.0.1. Next one is 0.2. Next one is 0.3. Like this. What should be the last one? Last one is 0.31. Say I write 30 and 0.31. So 31 is last because next network is 32. Okay. So 0.0, it is network. 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 30. This is valid IP address. And 0.31, that is broadcast. whenever any range of IP is there, first one is network, last one is broadcast. If I consider this one, say, within this 0.64 that is network, 0.65 that is first IP, 0.66 second IP, 0.67 third IP, like this. 0.96 is next network, so 94 and 0.95 that is the last IP. So 0.64 this is network, 0.65 first IP, 66, 7, 8, 9 and so on. But next network is 96. Before this 96, 95, this is broadcast and last IP is 94. So if you count it, that is 65 to 94, how much is there? 65 to 70, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, that is 6 IP. 70 to 90, 20 IP. And 91, 92, 93, 94, not 95, 4 IP. So 6 IP, 4 IP and 30 IP, sorry 20 IP here. So 6 plus 20 plus 4 that is 30 IP. So if you check it, it is going to show 30 IP to each and every network. Okay. Now say another example. 192.168.0.0/28. What happened? 28 means 8, 8, 8 and 0. This is default. Now 28 means 4 plus 4. So this 24 plus 4 that is 28. This is in network side and this 4 this is in host side. So again same calculation. Okay. Net bit 24, host bit 8. Subnet bit 4, right, because I add this 4. So subnet bit is 4 and now host bit also 4. So number of subnet 2 to the power 4. Two to the power 4 minus 1 equal to 15, and number of IP or number of host per subnet. This is also same, 2 to the power 4 minus 2. So 2 to the power 4 minus 2 equal to 14. That means 15 subnet and each subnet 14 IP is possible. Okay. So 4 bit. What is 4 bit equivalent? 4 bit equivalent is 240. Up to 3 bit 224. Now magic number equal to 256 minus 240 equivalent 16. So 16 is your magic number. Now how to calculate all the subnets? For subnet purpose, subnet calculation purpose, we have to think 192.168.0.0/28. This is first one. 192.168.0 dot. In our case, magic number is 16. So it should be 16/28. 192.168.0 dot 32/28. Okay. In this way, what should be the last one? Last one should be 240. Just try to clear this calculation, because interview time they will ask it without pen and paper. You have to answer. Okay. This is known as CIDR. This is most important one topic. Again tomorrow I will start from here, and I am going to show you class C as well as class B. Okay, because it is little bit confusion related. The number of students, maximum students, not number of, maximum student, they are going to face some issues in first class or second class. Slowly you will be habituated. Okay, because without pen and paper you have to calculate it. How many bit, what is the equivalent value, what should be the subnet, one by one, each and everything. So tomorrow we will start from here again, and we will end to complete each and everything of this CIDR. Okay, you just go through this video, check it, and one more thing, through Google check it. Number of videos are there, number of documentations are there. Okay, so tomorrow same time I am going to start it.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, while using a virtual machine, sir,
Mm-hmm.
I'm many times I'm getting stuck on the